Okay, since people viewed my previous video, I guess I'd make another one on my Lunalight deck. This isn't a pro one, but it's a pretty decent one. Of course, here in the extra deck, you want, which is the main card, 3 Lunalight Cat Dancers, because there's a combo with Lunalight Blue Cat, which lets it gets attack points boosted by tributing it. It can attack all monsters twice, so yeah. Then here is 2 Lunalight Panther Dancers. You can run 3, but 2 is really mandatory. It does require Cat Dancer, but it does not require the tributing effect to attack all monsters twice. And unlike this, it can be destroyed by battle, but it also is unaffected by it cannot be destroyed by card effects. And also, if it destroys a monster, then it gets even stronger. So yeah. Then here is 2 Lunalight Leo Dancers. It's a really useful card because when it attacks, it just automatically destroys all special summon monsters. It can only attack twice, not all monster twice, but it cannot be targeted or destroyed by card effects. So yeah. And it's not really you don't really play like rank 4s. If you did, you'd do like a rank 2. But I just have this a rank 4, number 50, Black Ship of Corn. Yeah. And here is like the key card in this deck, Lunalight Blue Cat. If it's special summoned, it doubles the attack points of a Lunalight. And also, if this card is destroyed by battle or by card effect, then you can special summon any Lunalight you want from your deck. So, yeah. And then here is Lunalight Purple Butterfly. It is a really useful card because, well, if you can send it from your hand or your field to the graveyard to increase the attack points of a Lunalight by 1,000, but also you can banish this from the graveyard to special summon this. These two are like a combo. So, yeah. Then, of course, you want to play 3 Lunalight Black Sheep. This card adds polymerization to your hand, or it can add a Lunalight from the graveyard to the hand, like one of those. And not only that, but if it's used for fusion material, which rarely happens, you can add a Lunalight from your graveyard to your hand, so that also could work on the fusions, to the fusion back in your extra deck. Next is a really useful card, Lunalight White Rabbit. This card can send set cards back to their hand, so that's really useful with getting rid of spell and traps like Mirror Force and that, and also it special summons a Lunalight in defense mode, so that could bring back this to double attack points, and also it can bring a Lunalight back for fusion material. Then we move on to the pendulums. There's only 2 for this. You don't really want to pendulum summon, but you want to use their pendulum effects. Lunalight Wolf, while it's a monster, it makes it so they can inflict piercing damage, but if it's in scale, then you can use monsters on your field or in your graveyard to fusion summon by banishing them, so that's a pretty dang useful card. Then is Lunalight Tiger. This is a really useful card because it can, if it's destroyed by battle or by card effect, then you can special summon a Lunalight from the graveyard, which also really works with the fusion, like Cat Dancer and Panther Dancer, not Leo Dancer, but. And also, if it's in the Pendulum's scale, it can special summon a Lunalight from the graveyard. It can't attack, but it helps it to get out fusion material if you don't have Wolf. Next, these are the only non-2 Lunalights I use. 1, Effect Veiler, because there are certain monster effects that I hate. And then Swift Scarecrow, because it will help stop a direct attack if you don't have a fusion out on the field and it's removed. Next is an obvious card. You want to run 3 Polymerizations in order to fusion summon a course. And you remember this from Fire Fist or in Yusenju's Fire Formation Tenki, because Lunalights are Beast Warrior types. It helps them add a level 4 lower Beast Warrior, so it applies to all but Lunalight Wolf. Next is a really useful card, 2 Fusion Tag, because if you're fusion summoning, you can treat it as another fusion material, so you could treat like one of these for Cat Dancer or maybe Panther Dancer to fusion summon out those Panther Dancer or Leo Dancer. Yeah. Then, of course, Battle Fusion. It's really useful in a fusion deck because it can increase its attack points if it's outmatched. Next is for protection, Swords Reveal Light. This is a generic card, so yeah. Next, of course, is Mystical Space Typhoon. But if you are one of those other kind of guys, I would rather run, Twin Twisters. Then Dark Hole. Get rid of, if your opponent summons a whole bunch of monsters, like for Pendulum decks, get rid of them. Next is a useful card, Lunalight Reincarnation Dance, because it helps that if a Lunalight is get rid of, it helps get monsters to your hand for fusion material. Yeah, then Fusion Reserve, because it helps you add a fusion material and add polymerization back from the graveyard to your hand, so you can fusion summon again. Next, Bottomless Trap Hole, to get rid of opponent's monsters, to prevent them from bringing out Z's and that. Next is a Solemn Warning, because it's just very useful to prevent them from bringing out a monster. Compulsory Excavation Device, to return them to your hand for monsters that can, have pretty nasty effects and you just want gone back to the extra deck. Threatening Roar, so if they bring in a whole arsenal of monsters, they can't declare an attack this turn, so. Next, Ferret Flames. It's a useful card when your life points are low. It can make your opponent shuffle monsters into their deck, so that until then you have enough life points to survive. Magic Cylinder, because it's funny to their attacking, then they get struck back with their own attack. And last but not least, a Call of the Haunted, because it is useful against these, and also summoning probably a Lunalight Cat Dancer, black cat, blue cat, for other things. So yeah, this is my deck, and if any of you watched my previous video, you'll notice that I'm doing this on a mat like many other people do. I had one I didn't use in the last video because I didn't think I wanted to. But yeah, this is my Lunalight deck. Like I said, I'm just doing these videos because I'm inspired by others, and I'm hoping that if you watch my previous video about cubics, I hope that maybe it'll inspire people to make a better one, because mine is good, but I wanted to see just how good it can be. So yeah, this is my video, and I hope you guys enjoy it, so see you later.